You are the father. The emotion starts right now on Maury. Jasmine says her baby is denied for 2 reasons. He has 6 other children. His mother, Natalie, brainwashed him.
Mama's boy, get off the nipple. You was there for a whole year and a half. Shut up! Shut up!
He's only 24 years old. Does he now have 7 kids? Brian? Katrina says her baby is denied for 2 reasons.
When that baby came out, it came out with an extra finger. I have no spiritual oil with this baby at all.
That's his baby and he knows it. Bring him on out.
Let's go. Let's do this. The 6 fingers, doctor told me that came from a genetic trait.
Is his doctor right? Keith?
I have nothing to say to him.
And this mother has 2 babies denied for 1 reason. You cheated on him.
Yes, I did. He calls me names in front of my children. My 7-year-old asked me what a whore was.
If the girls aren't mine, then we're over.
2 paternity tests and 1 marriage on the brink of divorce. Richard? It's an unbelievable hour of paternity drama, and the results are in. This is Jasmine. Jasmine's 19. Now, for 2 years, Jasmine was in love with this man, Brian. But you see, it all ended when Brian began to deny their 15-month-old daughter, Jamiya. Now, Jasmine claims she is not the Virgin Mary, didn't have this baby by herself.
The show the hell didn't. Get out.
In fact, Jasmine says Brian is denying her baby for 2 reasons. First of all, he's denying it because he has 6 other children. Secondly, he's denying it because his mother, Natalie, brainwashed him. This is Jasmines Story.
Brian and I were having sex for exactly 1 month before I got pregnant with my daughter, Jamiya. He vowed that he would take care of my baby like he takes care of the rest of his kids. All that changed when his bitch of a mother stepped in the way. She has the nerve to say that Brian isn't the father of my baby. Brian has 6 different babies, so how can she say my baby isn't his? 24 years old, 6 kids, it's time to wrap it up. Brian is nothing but a pathetic mama's boy. He needs to get off her breast and step it up as a real man. They say she has fish eyes and big hands, but she looks just like him. I'm 100% sure that Brian's the father of my child, and if not, I'm the Virgin Mary herself. As far as Natalie goes, she needs to shut her big mouth, stop being jealous of me, and leave me and my baby alone.
That's what we want. You to leave us alone.
You were stunning.
Yes.
Yes.
You're 100% sure.
I am 1,000% sure. I am the Virgin Mary. Meet me. I didn't have sex with this man, but I got a baby.
I've had people on this show. They say they're 500% sure. They're a billion% sure.
Maury, go on and put up that picture. Show them the comparison to compare his mama to.
Right?
Who is that? Who is that? Look at this though. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Look at their eyes. Come on now, I have no reason to lie. Look at my baby. Look at me. Who my baby look like? Who do my baby look like?
You know what he says?
What'd he say?
He says that baby looks nothing like him.
Yeah. It's okay though.
So you all were close, right?
Me and Brian were, yeah.
Huh?
For the first month, we messed around. I got pregnant. You know what he say, Maury?
What?
Well, if it's my baby, I want you to have it. I take care of all of my kids. Not true. You was there for a whole year and a half. Shut up! Shut up!
Why are you going off on her?
It's always her. It's always her. That's not. She looks nothing like the rest of his kids. When you got 3 different baby mamas, all your kids ain't gonna look alike.
All 3 of his look alike.
If all of his kids is by the same woman and the baby came out looking kind of odd, then you can question that. But 3 different baby mamas, come on now, you ain't got the nerve to question nothing. You were not there. Not there. You were not there.
And they all 3 look like him.
What's their relationship like?
He's a mama's boy.
Oh.
Meet the biggest mama's boy of your life. Mama's boy. Get off the nipple. Let him breathe. Let him breathe.
out there
Do you see my mama sitting right here?
You out there
I'm 19,
stunning.
he's 24.
And you
Where
act
is mama
like
at?
you're 5.
Right by his side. Shut up.
That's why you
Shut up.
harass us. Lay on the floor.
Right. Even your hands will be known.
Come on,
Tell
come
him
on,
that.
bring him
Tell
out.
him that.
Bring him
Gonna be out there.
Let me take care of that.
Let's go, Maury.
Okay, Brian.
You call my son and tell him he wasn't your
Right.
baby's father.
Cause he
She
wanna
got
act
a
like he
dad.
ain't. I'ma tell her he not. But guess what? You the daddy. You the daddy.
Nah.
Who that baby? That baby
Nah.
daddy.
Jasmine. Brian and Natalie, all right? Brian, you the father of that child.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Why?
Say no again and watch the result smack you in your face.
I'ma keep it just like this. And she was doing her thing when me and her was doing it. The first night I came, the first night I spent the night, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning, hold up. And in the beginning, she had another man thinking that he was the
Yeah,
daddy.
and that man
You see
was
what I'm saying?
balling.
You see
That
what I'm
man
saying?
had phone cards.
You see
What
what I'm
you
saying?
But guess what?
So
Hold on.
So why am I the daddy?
Hold
Go
on,
over
hold
there, go
on.
that
I'm
way
so
with-
much a
with your
tramp,
mans.
right? You was
Yeah.
with this tramp for a year and a
Yeah.
half. Who name is tatted
Yeah.
on you? This tramp.
All of that.
So all of that for a year and a half.
Lift your shirt up. Lift your shirt up. Lift your shirt up. Chill out. Chill out.
All right.
Be
Back
gone
off,
real
back
soon.
off, Jasmine. Wait a
Real
second.
soon.
I
See
wanna
what I'm
talk to
saying?
Before she got with my son, she was in a relationship. The guy put her out. I know that from a family
You don't
member.
know.
Got
He didn't
with
put-
Maury, she came to my house when she was pregnant. I told her in her face and a family member that I do not believe
Well, how did you know that? How did you know that? The baby wasn't born.
How do you be with the man, then be with my son, and he's the dad? Granted,
so much, baby.
granted,
Now you did. Show me how
that's
you
a
do that.
beautiful little girl.
Right.
Beautiful little
What's her
girl.
name? What's her name?
But she is not my granddaughter. All my son's kids look alike, and they have different mothers.
Right.
But you see my son.
You don't see your son there.
No, I don't.
Beautiful little This beautiful little girl is yours. Are you going to be a grandmother to her?
Yes, but through courts, through the court, because
Hold
her.
on, can you ask him one question?
What?
If it ain't your baby, why was you there for a whole year and a half? If she ain't yours.
Can you please stop harassing me and my family?
When it comes to 16-month-old Jamiya, Brian, you are the father. All I want you to do is welcome that child.
That little girl.
That's
Yes,
all.
I will.
That's
I
all
just
I'm
do what I
asking.
love
I'm the
kids.
daddy. I'm gonna be the daddy. You know what I'm
But
saying?
as far as her,
But I ain't gotta
ain't
deal with
nothing
this broad. You
happening.
see what I'm saying?
Katrina says her baby is denied for 2 reasons.
When that baby came out, it came out with an extra finger. And on top of that, I have no spiritual aura with this baby at all.
That's his baby and he knows it. Bring him on out.
Let's do this. The 6 fingers, doctor told me that came from a genetic trait.
Is his doctor right? Keith?
Have nothing to say to him.
You know that baby ain't came from me.
This is Trina. Now, 4 months ago, Trina gave birth to a beautiful baby boy named Keith III. Look at him. Trina was so madly in love with her baby's father, Keith, that she named her son after him.
That's right.
Then, 1 month after baby Keith III was born, Keith packed his stuff, left. Left Trina and left the baby. Now, reasons why Keith denies this child are some that, you know, we've never heard before. Watch this.
Trina's nothing but a gold-digging hoe. First night I met her, I had sex with her. That should tell you what type of girl she is. If it was that easy for me, it should tell you how easy it was for everybody else. And when that baby came out, it came out with an extra finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. So you know that baby ain't came from me. And on top of that, I have no spiritual aura with this baby at all. That baby looks nothing like me. To make matters worse, she named him after me, and I never gave her permission to use my name. And when the test proved that I'm not the father, I want my name back from your 6-finger baby, and I want you to leave me the hell alone.
Maury, I got the proof right here. I got the proof right here.
What?
Look it out. Come on out. You come on out. You come on out. You come on out. I got the proof right here.
What?
You asked if it to be named after you. You asked for it to be named.
What do you mean?
Yes, baby. Name our son after me. I will be honored to have a real Keith instead of a phony because he names all his kids after him and then he turns around and denies them. You go, Maury.
He wrote this.
He wrote that.
By the way,
He wrote that.
He's got good handwriting.
That's about all he got.
Well,
That's
he does,
about all
he does
has.
have good handwriting.
That's all he has, Maury. That's all he has. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Whatever.
These other reasons he talks about. The 6 fingers. What's that?
And what's that mean? My baby's blessed.
It's hereditary.
My baby's blessed.
It's hereditary.
My baby is blessed. Mine.
Black ain't got nothing to do with
He will come
genetics.
up with any excuse possible
You know
to
what he-
deny his
They
son
ain't got nothing to do
anybody.
with
You know what he
genetics.
says? He's got no spiritual aura.
That's right, because you ain't
Because
never been
I didn't
around.
make him.
You ain't never around.
He's not
He's
mine.
done had plenty of opportunities
He's-
to come and see
Whatever.
his son.
Let's
Up until
go.
2 weeks ago, Maury. 2 weeks ago, he was trying to come to my house to see his son. Did he show up?
I was trying to
No.
like
So
everybody
what? So
else
what?
do.
So now I'm here. It's all good. Because
Also-
when it comes back,
Right.
sign over your rights. That's what you do.
Hey, no doubt. Whatever.
That's
Let's
what
go.
you do. That's
I don't want you
Was he
to
there
do.
during?
He was there for the pregnancy. He was at the hospital. If
was.
he had a problem with his son's name being named after him, why did you sign the birth certificate?
Oh, he signed the book.
Whatever. Yeah, all right.
Not only that, boy, he stayed at my house. I just put him out 3 months ago. The whole time he's still been trying to come back home.
Why'd you put him out?
Come back
Because
home.
wasn't right. I'm tired.
You think Keith III looks like him?
Come on, bring the picture.
Go ahead. Look at the picture.
Look at that.
Look at the picture.
Look at that big ass head. Look at that
Look at the
indent in
picture.
his head. Look at that. Come on now.
Man,
Come
whatever.
on now. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. That's his baby and he knows it.
So why would he deny this baby?
Because he don't want to take care of he don't want to take care of the responsibility.
I see.
Bring him on out.
Whatever. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go.
Here's Keith.
Bring him out.
Here's Keith.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You know you got this. You right, we gonna prove it. You right, we gonna prove it.
We gonna prove it.
You right, we gonna prove it. Run the results, my man. Run
Y'all
the
gonna see
results.
she a good talker.
Trina,
We gonna
Trina,
find this out right
You
now.
right, you right.
Trina.
We'll see. We'll see.
And you were in love with this man.
Man, that's in the past,
Man,
like
no.
08. That's in the past.
She was in love with everybody else, Maury.
Myself and
Everybody
my
else
kids.
on the first and the third.
Myself
When
and
everybody
my
got a
kids.
first and a third
Myself
check,
and my
she was
kids.
coming up on.
I'm gonna take my care of my
I
kids
know.
regardless.
Look,
'Cause,
anybody
you
in this
can't
audience
take
know
care
about
of them.
genetics.
You can't take
You
care
know
of them.
genetics
You
come
can't
from a
take-
father and a
genetics,
mother.
genetics,
Don't
genetics.
nobody in my
Just
family got an
Shut
extra
up.
finger.
Shut up.
Let's go.
Shut up.
Let's do it. I
So-
want to hear the results.
So you
Let's
think
do it.
you think
That's
she
all,
was
that's it, that's
you
it,
think
that's
she was
all.
messing with other people?
More, I heard
Yeah.
from everybody she was messing
heard,
around with
you
people.
heard.
Let's go.
Keith, you don't think that child looks like you?
No,
No?
I don't see no resemblance.
What's with his 6 fingers?
The 6 fingers, I even asked the doctor. The doctor told me that
That's
came
right.
from a genetic trait.
But you don't
when
know
I
none of your
did my
family 'cause they don't
research,
even wanna deal
it's
with
genetic
you.
trait.
So
You
how
see
you
why
gonna know what
you see
your
I ain't with her
genetics-
not, because of her mouth. But anyway,
No,
getting back to
I
what
ain't
I
with
was
you
saying.
because you ain't had
Getting
nothing,
back to
you
what I
wasn't
was
about
saying.
nothing, and I put
Just
your
a
ass
genetic
out of
trait.
my house.
Your house.
My house.
Your mama
My
house.
house.
Your
My
mama
house.
house. Your mama house. Whatever. Your mama
Trina,
house.
sit
Your
down.
mama house. You can't grow up and be a woman because you got to stay with your mama. You's a coward.
Well, might as well find out
Hey,
right
let's
now.
hear these results.
Right now. If it's your child, you'll take care of that.
No.
You know what? If
No.
it's my
He gonna
child,
sign over
I
his
swear
rights.
on God, I'm gonna take care of
No,
my
you
child.
ain't.
All right.
No, you ain't.
Off top.
When it comes to
4-month-old Keith III. Keith, you are the father. You give him a chance to be in his son's life.
No.
Yeah, you
Stand up, you're right. Hold on, Maury. Now, hold on. Now you get up and run on stage and
No.
stand over your rights. Now, I'm the parent. I'm the parent. My mans, I'm not trying to disrespect you. Nothing. I told you, you would never ever get the chance to deny my son again, and you did it anyways. You gonna bring
Man,
me
look at
here.
what you did to me.
You want to see your son? You want to see your
Look at
son?
what you did to me,
want to
though.
see your son?
Look at what you did to
brought me
me.
here. Now take
Look
me
at
to
what you
court.
did to me.
Take me to court.
Take you to
You
court
brought
for
me
what?
here.
Look at what you did.
You brought me here.
Trina, look at what you did to me. Look how much stuff
Save
that
it,
went
boo.
on.
Save it, boo-boo. Save it. Because you are the father.
Ron has done absolutely nothing for my child.
He's missed out on everything.
She was staying out late, coming home with hickeys on her neck. I know this is not my child.
Ron.
6 months ago, I found out that Brandon had a one-night stand with this girl named Alicia. I do not know her at all.
Never seen her.
Yeah, that's me. That's your baby. That's Brandon, baby.
He says it was one time.
Nope. Over your friend's house, we ain't had sex in the bathroom.
my friend?
Right.
But did he father her baby, Brandon? You are the father.
Get off my stage.
You know that baby ain't came from me.
This is Cindy. Now, when Cindy married Ron, she thought she had found the man of her dreams. And a few months after getting married, Cindy says Ron begged her to have his child. And although she never wanted kids before, Cindy felt it was the right thing to do to start a family with her husband. Now, 8 months into the pregnancy, guess what? Ron shocked her by taking off and filing for divorce. Watch this.
I made the biggest mistake when I married my ex-husband, Ron. I thought that we were going to be together forever. We got married too fast, and it was a big mistake on both of our parts. Right after we got married, Ron begged me to have a child with him, to make him happy and to think that it would help with our marriage. I let myself get pregnant. Ron was very excited when I first found out that I was pregnant. When I was 8 months pregnant with our daughter, he walked out on me for good. And ever since, he's denied our child. Ron has done absolutely nothing for my child. Ron has put me through hell. I can't wait to prove to him that he is the biological father of our daughter.
How long after you were married were you, did you get pregnant?
Like 2 years later. About 2 years, almost into it.
And he wanted this child.
He begged me. I did not want any children. He begged me to have this baby, went to every doctor appointment until I was 8 months and walked out of me for good.
Just like that?
Yes, never seen my daughter, nothing. We live 20, 25 minutes. He's never even seen her, not once, Maury, no birthday
How
card.
old's your daughter?
A year.
A year?
A year old.
Never saw her?
Never, has not seen her once. He told everybody I cheated on him, and at my divorce.
Who brainwashed him?
I believe it's the girl he's with now. He's got another daughter. He did the same thing to her. Walked out on her when him and the mom split up. Had nothing to do with his daughter.
Well, maybe he's scared of having children.
Then don't produce them. Why are you making babies? Don't produce them. Don't produce them. Don't. You know what? I didn't lay down to make this baby myself, and I should not have to take care of her myself.
Did he know when Sierra was born?
Yeah, he knew the night before because I got induced. He says, I'm going to be there tomorrow. He spoke with me and my mom and my best friend. The next day, I called. His mom tells my friend to tell me I need to go find my real baby's dad. Here I am in labor. Here I am in labor. Everything. I have a baby. You missed out on her steps. You missed out on her teeth. Everything. Pictures ain't nothing. He's missed out on everything. I didn't lay down to make her myself, and I do this myself.
This is what Ron had to say. He had another story. Watch.
When I met Cindy, I married her thinking everything was going to be great. But 5 months after we got married, I had a gut feeling she was cheating on me. She was staying out late, coming home with hickeys on her neck, and then finally, she told me she was cheating on me. When she got pregnant, I wanted to stay with her, but in the back of my head, I knew it wasn't my baby. So I left because I refused to take care of another man's child. I've never met the baby. I've only seen pictures of her, and she has red hair. Nobody in my family has red hair. I know this is not my child.
Here's Ron. Ron, come on out.
You know that's a lie.
Huh?
Do what?
You know you're lying. You
Yeah,
told me
I told you I was cheating on you. I never told you I cheated. You always said it to me. You're the one here right now with your girlfriend out here, right? But I'm cheating. But your sister's cheating. Oh, you got two sisters now?
Yeah.
Low down. You did this to
damn day.
Oh,
Hickeys
yeah.
on your neck.
Hickeys on my neck. It was from either you or me doing the carpet.
I didn't see
yeah.
you for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see you for weeks. You got a hickey on your neck.
Oh, yeah, I bet I got a hickey.
I know
yeah.
you did.
I know.
Is that the reason why you doubt this child?
Never home. She's gone for weeks
I
at
was
a time.
home enough to lay in bed with you and get pregnant.
She comes
I
home
was
for a
home
day.
enough
She's
to
gone
get pregnant.
for a month.
Yeah.
You were never home.
Yeah, like you always were.
You haven't done anything for the child, right?
I pay support.
Oh.
And I told her a year ago, prove it's my kid and I'll be in its life.
But if you wanted to find out if it's yours, why did I have to be the one to call the show?
You didn't have to. I told you we could do it right home.
She's over a year old,
I said I would
though.
pay for the paternity. I told you I'd pay for the paternity test.
And he talks about, look, he says, I pay child support. You pay support. You ain't there for guidance. You ain't there for love.
Why didn't you do the
ain't there to sit there.
Well, why
you
didn't
ain't
you
there
do
to
the damn
sit there and
paternity
help
test
me with
then?
hers. My mom and my dad are the ones helping me. They're not.
I told her let's do the paternity test as soon as the baby was born. Why'd she wait a week? Why didn't you wait a year?
I'm the one that called the
why
show.
did you wait a year?
If this child is yours, you'll get in this child's life.
Every day. Yes.
He said he'd get in the child's life. It's a lot more.
I never said he couldn't see her, and you know I never said that. I never said that.
Paternity test. If it's
That's
mine,
fine.
I'll be in her life.
In the case of 1-year-old Sierra, Ron, you are the father.
Okay, then. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
It's very simple.
There you go.
You want him to. She wants to be in. He wants to be in her life.
That's fine.
Case closed. It's over.
Right.
We'll be back right after.
6 months ago, I found out that Brandon had a one-night stand with this girl named Alicia. I do not know her at all.
Never seen her.
Yeah, that's me. That's your baby. That's Brandon, baby.
He says it was one time.
Nope.
Over your friend's house, we ain't had sex in the
Who's
bathroom.
my friend?
Right.
But did he father her baby, Brandon?
You know that baby ain't came from me.
Everybody, this is Shonda. Now, Shonda says she and her fiance Brandon have been in love for 6 years. They have 3 children together. And if you take a look at Shonda, the 4th is on the way. Now, everything seems to be perfect for these two, except a few months ago, Shonda gets a disturbing phone call from another woman named Alicia. Watch this.
Me and Brandon have been together for 6 years. We got 3 kids together and 1 more on the way. 6 months ago, I found out that Brandon had a one-night stand with this girl named Alicia.
Cheating on Shonda was like the worst thing I ever did in my life. It was only one night, and it never happened again.
Alicia, she run around here sleep with everybody in the hood. She needs to stop calling Brandon because he don't want her. Brandon told me he slept with her one time, but how can you call somebody 2 weeks after having sex and say that you're pregnant? It's impossible.
All this made me realize how much I do love Shonda, and I'm not gonna let Alicia ruin nothing else for me.
Alicia, she needs to realize that Brandon do not want her.
I'm gonna prove to Alicia that that baby is not mine, and I'm gonna move on with my life, and I hope she find out who her baby daddy is, because I'm not the one.
You actually don't know Alicia, do you?
Right, Maury, I do not know her at all.
You've never seen her?
Never seen.
This is Alicia, all right? Take a look at her.
Yeah, that's me. That's your baby. That's Brandon, baby. That's it. That's all. That's Brandon, baby. That's all I got to say.
She'll bust down. Sleeping around with everybody in the hood. You'll bust down.
You better be lucky you pregnant.
Now wait
That's
a second.
it.
Now Shonda, wait a
Right.
second. All right, now
Boy.
you're pregnant, okay?
Right.
I don't want you to get upset. In fact, I don't even want you out here when she comes out here. When she comes out here, I'm going to take you off the stage because I do not want you to be with her. Now here's the deal. Do you believe that this is Brandon's child?
No, not
Why?
at all.
You think that baby looks like your fiance?
No.
Not at all?
No.
You're praying.
Well, it is what it is. We will find out
It
today.
will today.
You think she wants Brandon?
Yeah, she wants Brandon.
Welcome Brandon, please. Here's Brandon. Brandon, you know this could have never come up if you didn't mess with this woman, right?
Yeah, I know.
You think you're the father of that child?
No, I do not.
You think that child looks anything like you?
No, sir.
Well, why do you think she's pinning this on you?
She look just like her mother. She just want to break up with me and her guy.
What happens if it is your baby?
If it's my baby, I'm gonna take care of my responsibility.
Are you going? Johnny, if this is his child, you gonna stay with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with him. We've been together all this time. Hey, mistakes happen.
You know how much this has hurt your fiance.
Yeah, I know.
So this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take Shonda off. I don't want her to be out here when I bring out Alicia, all right?
All right.
Okay, you come on out. So this is what, by the way, Alicia had to say before. Well, she said a lot, right? Well, in addition, this is what she had to say. Watch.
I'm here to tell Shonda that Brandon is my baby daddy. Brandon is a liar. He told me he wanted to have a baby with me. My baby needs her father, and Shonda needs to back off. Shonda is causing all this drama, and she putting all this stuff in his head. Shonda don't know he tried to get with me a few weeks ago. It's not fair for him to be a cheater, and I'm a single mom. Shonda, you need to back up and let Brandon be the father of my baby.
Alicia, here's Alicia. Alicia.
Yes. I ain't like none of these other women run off the stage and cry. I'm not like that, boo-boo.
Well, you're gonna do it today.
Well, I'm not. Nah. I'm not.
So you've seen the show.
Yeah, I watch your show all the time. All the time. All the time. That's what's up.
Brandon says he'll take care of that child if it's his.
She didn't.
I don't want nothing to do
What are the
with you.
chances of him not?
Ain't no chances, I know.
You
That
watch
he's the
this
father.
show? You how many people
Yeah.
times people say that?
No, I'm serious. No, I know.
When you messed with Brandon, did you know he had 3 kids and a fiance?
He ain't say no fiance.
Yep.
She lied. Yes, she did.
She knew everything.
Okay. He says it was one time, one night.
Yeah.
That was it.
Nope.
Nope?
She lied. She lied. She lied.
Let me say something. At your friend's house, we ain't had sex in the
Who was
bathroom.
my friend?
Right.
Reveal the results right now. When it comes to 8-month-old Ariana, Brandon, you are the father. You ready to accept this, right?
I already accepted. Not my problem to accept. I mean, I'm with him. I have to accept it because I'm with him.
Okay.
But the whole point of it is, right. So guess what, sweetie? Now we got visitation rights.
Exactly. Okay. Appreciate it. Take care of your responsibilities. Now you got 5 kids. You're going to have 5 kids. You know that. Take care of them. This mother has 2 babies denied for one reason. You cheated on him.
Yes, I did. He calls me names in front of my children. My 7-year-old asked me what a whore was.
If the girls aren't mine, then we're over.
2 paternity tests and 1 marriage on the brink of divorce. Richard. You are the father.
Get off my stage.
You know that baby ain't came from me.
This is Josie. Now, backstage is Josie's husband of 10 years, Richard. You see, Josie and Richard are here to determine whether they will stay together or never see each other again. You see, it all comes down to the results of a paternity test for not one, but both of their daughters. Watch. On the surface, Richard and Josie look like the perfect family.
Me and Richard have been together for 10 years, and we have 3 beautiful kids together.
Josie and my family do mean the world to me. I love them all, and I don't want to live without any of them.
As happy as they look, this family is on the verge of being torn apart.
The beginning of the relationship, it was great. And then a few years later, I constantly kept catching her in little lies. Every time I catch her in lies, she'd say, "Oh, I lied because I didn't want you to get mad." But it's because she was doing something wrong.
I only cheated one time.
To make matters worse, Josie's indiscretion has now put doubts in Richard's mind about the paternity of his 2 daughters, Alexis and Jessica.
Of course I want a DNA test. I want to know if the children are mine. If the kids aren't mine, I will be devastated.
It breaks my heart when he calls me names in front of them. My 7-year-old asked me what a whore was. Because she's heard him say it so many times.
I know I've said a lot of things that hurt, and I don't completely feel that she don't deserve them because she made me feel this way.
I've agreed to come here because I want him to know that these are his kids and that I'm telling the truth.
You cheated on him.
Yes, I did.
And that's kind of destroyed the whole
Yes, it
trust
has.
thing.
Yes, it's gotten really bad since then. He calls me names every day in front of my children. I have no self-esteem. I feel like a whore for what I did. It's so hard on them. They don't want to see us fight. They're always there in the middle begging us to stop.
Before we meet Richard, he had one more thing he wanted to you, Josie. Listen to this.
Josie, I love you with all my heart. I hope that the DNA test proves that the kids are mine. They love me, and I love them, and I want it to stay that way. But if the girls aren't mine, and you've been lying to me, then we're over, and we're through forever.
You probably expected that, right?
Yes.
Here he is, Richard. Richard, come on in. Richard, nice to see you.
Me too, Mark.
Have a seat. Richard, I can understand how upset you are. I mean, look, if somebody you trusted wholly all of a sudden had an indiscretion, it would be devastating.
Yeah, it tore me up.
But
it was the last thing I wanted to hear.
But why do you talk about it around your kids?
I try not to speak around the kids, but every time we get in an argument, she walks away from me and goes straight to where somebody is, whether it's the kids or whoever. I do get upset. I'm extremely emotional about it, and that's expected of anybody.
Your kids mean a lot to you, don't they?
Everything. Everything.
Do you look on these 2 differently?
No, even if the tests come back that they're not mine, we don't have to tell them that.
Yeah. You said that you were going to break up.
Yeah, I'll break up with her because she cheated on me, but they didn't do nothing to me.
Let's talk about it in a different way. If they are your children, can you forgive your wife for her indiscretion?
I may be able to forgive, but forgetting is a totally different story.
Well, let's find out the results because I want everything to work out. In the case of 4-year-old Alexis, Richard, you are the father. Exactly what I want. In the case of 2-year-old Jessica, Richard, You are the flu. I want you to talk to my counselor, Stephen, backstage. I want you, Richard, to really think about trying to let go of all this anger, because you have a wife who loves you dearly. You have these kids who obviously love you, and so you could work towards a life I know you want, all right? Thank you. We'll be back.
My son would come to me and ask me, Mommy, why doesn't Daddy love me?
It's not my child. She can fool y'all, I know better.
How you gonna say it?
She a slut, she telling me, damn.
Well, let's find this out right now. Michael?
You know that baby ain't came from me.
Dominique is here, and she's heartbroken. And I can see the tears coming down, because she's determined to prove to this man, Michael, that he is the father of her 4-year-old son, Little Mike. Dominique was just 14 years old when she met and got pregnant by a man named Michael.
When I got pregnant, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. But when I told Michael, he was excited. He told me everything was gonna be okay.
Despite Michael's promises of love and support, just months into her pregnancy, he disappeared.
I should have known Michael was trouble, because after all the promises he made, he just up and left.
4 years later, Michael is still denying Little Michael.
Michael hasn't been a father to my son. My son would come to me and ask me, Mommy, why doesn't Daddy love me? And I don't know what to tell him this Christmas. He threatened to put my son in the bushes if I didn't come pick him up.
Dominique says she's ready to prove Michael wrong.
I just want him to know that he's the father of my son, and I just want him to apologize to my son, not even me, my son.
And did he really say that if you don't pick him up, he was going to leave him in the bushes?
If you don't pick your child up, after we had an argument, I'm going to leave him in the bushes.
He called the show.
Yeah, he...
You didn't call the show.
I didn't call the show. I wasn't thinking about calling the show.
Why did he call the show?
Because after we got to finish arguing and everything, he said some words to me, so I said, you know what, I don't think you're the father anyway. I said it.
And then he said, I'm going to call the show.
Yeah.
You're saying he should make your son feel...
He should make my son feel good, because he's the best thing that ever happened to him. This should be.
This is what Michael had to say.
When Dominique told me she was pregnant, I was shocked. I wasn't ready to be a father, but I stepped up. From the day he was born, I knew he wasn't mine. There's 3 traits in my family that he does not have. Number 1, my family is light-skinned and this baby is crispy black. Number 2, my family have bright eyes. This baby eyes is dark. Number 3, my family have soft, wavy hair. This baby hair is thick and curly. It's not my child. For the last 4 years, I done took care of this child. I clothed him, I fed him, and I took care of him. And my doubts are only getting stronger. It's time for me to know.
Here's Michael. Michael, come on out.
She can fool y'all, I know better.
How you gonna say anything?
Man, she can fool y'all. She can fool y'all. That ain't my baby.
How you gonna say anything? You ain't been taking care of him. You don't got nothing for my baby.
Dominique never did nothing. I've been taking care of that child. He have never called me nothing but did. He have no
I get him off of
Get out
school
my
every
face.
day, not you.
She have never done nothing for that baby. Still been showing that baby love since he been here. She ain't never did nothing. She a slut. She stay worried about. My son called me, telling me, damn, I want to come to your house. My boyfriend got me sleeping on couch. She can fool y'all. Y'all can boo. Y'all all that for the camera, but I know the truth.
Well, let's find right here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
In the case of 4-year-old Mike, Michael, you are not. You want to say anything to him? Yeah. Michael! Michael!
Yeah. She just tried to make me look a fool. Now tell the camera that.
So whether you was daddy or not, you still ain't done nothing no way. While you still trying to act a fool in front of some cameras, you bum, you still ain't done nothing no way.
You are not. Will Dominique come back to the show and test another man?
You know that baby ain't came from me.
Dominique just found out that Michael was not the father of her 4-year-old son. Will she come back to test another man? Dominique says that she's currently looking for the man she believes is her son's father. Meanwhile, we're happy to report that Michael has been staying fully involved in the life of this 4-year-old child. Until next time, America.
You are the father.